This right here is my £250 Mini Cooper I bought off a subscriber. It's one of the last videos you guys are going to see on it. It has come a truly long way since I first got it, not being able to move under its own power. And I want to thank you guys so much for anyone who's joined in and watched the whole series, as this has been my biggest challenge yet. And it really does show. This car has taken me 2 whole months to get back on road, when it would take a mechanic 1 day to get back on road.
God, guys! Yes!
But either way, this now leads us to my driveway, where this Mini Cooper has spent most of its life. But that is all... Oh, geez, that was very... I actually made a scratch. Whoops. But that is about to change for today's video, because we are going to be taking this on a 600-mile road trip up against some pretty savage cars. Fair to say this is going to be the ugly duckling of this road trip. It's going to be savage nonetheless. Before we actually set up for this rally, we're actually doing something in true rally fashion. And we are actually slapping on all of the companies that have supported the channel and allow me to make videos just like the mini-series for you guys, which is my dream come true. And here is the final result. A Mini Cooper that looks like a 12-year-old owns it.
Which sounds about right.
And now, with the True Rally stickers to complement it. True Rally is actually a driving holiday for car enthusiasts going to places like Switzerland, Nürburgring, Scotland, and so many different places. Luckily for us, we won't be traveling that far today. I mean, imagine calling the RAC from Switzerland. Taking this Mini Cooper to Switzerland would literally be a death. We are actually going to be joining the likes of Audi R8s, M4s, Focus STs, and more for a 400+ mile round trip around Wales. Will the Mini Cooper survive and keep up with the rest of them? I don't know.
Wait for me, I got little legs.
Let's find out. The starting point for this rally was actually at APM Customs in D-Side. What a name D-Side is, honestly. You Northerners are funny. And it was looking like a UK version of Fast and Furious coming out of here, mate. And then you just had me in my Mini Cooper.
Wow! So guys, we've now set off on a 7-hour journey for day 1 through some of the best roads in Wales. There's Audi R8s on this trip. There's Jesse's Honda Civic, which is stripped out race spec. There's BMW M4s, Ford Focuses. And then there's my Mini Cooper. Arguably the best one here, mate. At least I got heated seats. This dickhead in front of me ain't even got normal seats. He's got bucket seats. He's going to feel like he's been rear-ended by a 6-foot man by the time we get to the hotel tonight. What's my bets on this car breaking down? I actually think it's going to be good. I think I'm going to have to top up maybe the coolant. I can smell some coolant every now and then. Don't know where that's coming from, but I can smell it. I got the nose trained for coolant. Let's go explore Wales with this little Mini Cooper.
And it did not take long for the roads to get so damn beautiful. I was driving in the middle of flipping mountains. Look at this. This is the best view this Mini Cooper has ever seen other than my beautiful mug.
You got cars like that, and then you got my Mini Cooper. So about an hour or 2 into the rally now, and pretty much look at where we are. This is actually crazy, because this, not long ago, was actually where I was drifting the Mazda MX-5 down that road, literally right here.
Quick little throwback.
And now, a couple months later, we've actually got a new car for the channel. Oh, look, Mini. And it's kind of fair to say I downgraded from the Mazda MX-5. Well, I mean, at least this car ain't rusty, but we got the True Rally things right here. This means the world to me. This car's been sat on axle stands. And to get it in the most beautiful place in the UK is crazy. Mate, come on, look at this. I might have a cracking wank over this. Now then though, there is actually a problem I'm having about 200 miles into this Mini Cooper. Let's hop in, start driving, catch up with the rest of them, and I'll tell you guys. Now the problem I'm having with this Mini Cooper, 200 miles into this journey, is this gear stick right here. It's getting stiffer, mate. A bit like me when I see your mum. Now, if you don't know about the gear linkage, since I bought the car, the gear shift doesn't actually have that spring that brings it back to neutral, and it's extremely stiff. And that makes it a big problem, because trying to get in 3rd gear and 4th gear is actually quite dangerous. How a headlight was a failure and this shit wasn't a failure on the MOT, I will never understand. Look, putting in second gear, I have to literally go, oh mate, they didn't even go in second gear. Oh, that is the dangerous thing. I can't even lie now. I'm not even trying to
continue on A408.
to put it in second gear. Bruv, my tricep is gonna be rock solid by the end of this trip. Everyone at home's gonna be like, you had a lonely time then. But like, no, my gear stick's just really stiff.
Now this road right here was actually the Llanberis Pass. Absolutely orgasmic road to drive on. You're driving in between two mountains. I would pick this over two legs any day of the week, mate. Any day of the week.
Don't know if you guys can hear that. Car's popping. Woo. Little trumpet, mate. Genuine madness. What is life? I feel like I'm in flipping Lord of the Rings, mate. There's a fucking waterfall. There's a waterfall. There's a waterfall. I was expecting by now a flat tire or like a coolant everywhere, but we're actually all good. I'm so proud of it. What the fuck was that? Sounded like my bloody wheel fell off. It might be the hubcap to be. I don't even have a hubcap.
A cheeky 50-mile drive then took us to this tiny little cafe called Corris Craft Centre.
And just like that, guys, we've caught up with the rest of them. Ready to stop off at this cafe right here in the middle of Wales. This is mad. I'm so proud of this Mini Cooper. There is something rattling on the bottom, so we'll look at that later, but so proud of this little car, man. Absolutely buzzing with it.
So we then bumped into Jesse at Georgia from the clapped Honda Civic.
Chock-a-block Dobstar. We should put you in, mate. Yeah.
Georgia was an absolute queen and bought me some chocolate and sweets. Honestly, I don't get why girls fight their man so much. I would not mind this princess treatment more often. Now, setting off yet again for the next part of the trip, we were actually following this crazy Audi R8 with this crazy exhaust system. This makes me miss my Scirocco with that spiral exhaust so much. Although it's a level hate thing, we definitely got to do something like that again. And if I didn't know for certain that you guys would chop my head off if I did it to the Mini Cooper, I would.
Actually quite sad because I've got to start thinking about what my next car is going to be for the channel. So if this Mini Cooper makes it, you guys got to let me know what car you would like to see me rebuild on the channel next up. In all honesty, I'm thinking something Ford. But once I get back from this trip, I'll do some searching. And of course, I got Car Vertical to make sure I don't go shopping in the used car market blind. Now, Car Vertical is actually a used car history checker, and it actually saved my friend thousands of pounds when he was almost scammed. This right here is a Mercedes A-Class that my friend was actually going to go buy. I asked him, have you done a Car Vertical check yet? And of course, like a sausage he is, he said no. He ended up doing a Car Vertical check just before viewing the car, and to his surprise, it was crashed damaged. It had been in a massive front end collision, and when he saw the pictures, it's fair to say he absolutely shit himself. So if it wasn't for Car Vertical, he would actually be buying a car that he didn't know was crash damaged, that was crash damaged, which may lead to further repairs down the line, and even a loss of value when he comes to sell the car. Now, Car Vertical will also tell you if there's any mileage fraud on the car. For this Mercedes, there wasn't, and it will tell you if there's any legal or financial issues with the car, like outstanding finance. So if you guys are in the used car market, don't go shopping blindly. Make sure to click the link in the description and use my discount code TOSS for money off your guys' report.
So whether you're buying a £250 project car or your dream car, give yourself peace of mind by using Car Vertical today.
Now, without further ado, let's actually get back on the rally.
So after something like 300 miles, I still had a quarter of tank left, but we had a petrol stop anyway. And while we were stopping over, I thought I'd check under the hood to see if there was any issues. I got trauma from this car. I can remember more drives than I could count on two hands where it's drank the coolant or coolant has just ended up all over the floor, leaking out of the car. Time to check under the hood for the first time in 400 miles.
Come on, if there's coolant. Oh, bang it, look at that! Coolant hasn't even moved.
Is it broken
Is it broken already?
Weird content to his footwell.
What is it?
He keeps touching that to make sure he gets it.
You know, touch wood.
You're fucking tiny, you.
No shit. I'm like 5'4".
I honestly thought being into cars would get me so many girls, but no. Instead, I got Rob and a bunch of guys surrounding my car, mate. But Rob decided that it was best for me to put the roof down and enjoy Wales' hot weather.
They made me put the roof down. It's flipping freezing. I'm just the ugly duckling of the group, but I love it. Honestly, got nothing to prove to nobody. I'm just some guy in a Mini Cooper. Guys, we fucking did it. Hasn't drank any coolant.
Travelled further and further down Wales, where we eventually hit some normal A roads on the way to Cardiff city centre, which was our final destination for the day.
Look at this. Here we go. Woo! We made it. And just like that, guys, we've actually made it to the hotel. Oh my God, 7 hours of driving. It's absolutely smashed it. Honestly, I'm so surprised we've actually got it on 4 wheels and not on the back of a recovery truck. Come on, 250 quid. I am buzzing, mate, buzzing.
Going from almost every single drive I've had in this car, there being a problem, to driving 7 hours straight with no issues is one of the most rewarding feelings I've ever felt in my life. To everyone else, this is just a Mini Cooper. But to me, this is a Mini Cooper that has pushed my mental limits to near psychiatric ward. It's pushed me financially to almost take a mortgage out to fix this car. But I wouldn't change it for the world. It's pushed my mechanical knowledge to kingdom come. The first time I've taken subframes off, the first time I've taken heads off engines. And it took us from the top of Wales all the way to the bottom where we're staying over for the night.
Alright, let's have a look. Let's go. Oh my God. Look at this. What's behind door number 1? Or is it a MILF? Nah, it's a safe. Oh my Lord. Look at that. Look at that view. Mate, I've got room for 50 birds, mate. Mad. Oh, my back. Oh. The Mini Cooper made it, literally. It is mental that that car is as good as it is. Jenny, when I say I've been ragging this car up, I've been doing speeds of up to
The speed limit.
sitting at 4,000 RPM just to keep up with the fuckers. I made it. We've actually done a 7-hour trip down to Cardiff from the top of Wales. 7-hour trip, and the Mini Cooper didn't sweat once. Literally 1 tank of petrol. Boom.
After getting settled into the hotel, we then actually went out for dinner and a night out, all organised by True Rally. But after a sexy beauty sleep, it was time to head out on the second day of the rally.
Day 2, let's go.
So we met up with the rest of them, including the clapped Honda crew, Keris, Lee Lockwood, FC Barcelona, sign him up. Now this was by far the shortest journey. We had a 2-hour drive west of Wales to Carew Karting, which was actually an outdoor go-karting centre.
These absolute sausages, right? An hour ago they told me, put the roof down, we'll get some pictures of you, because it'll look cooler. I think they were just taking the piss. I'm freezing.
And of course, if the Mini Cooper can survive a 7-hour trip, it can definitely handle a 2-hour. So I actually hopped out one go-kart, the Mini, and hopped in another one. And this was the craziest experience I've ever had. Racing around in go-karts in the pissing rain. I almost drowned. So that right there was the True Rally all come to an end. What a way to end the trip. Everyone headed off in their separate directions. Some up the country, some down the country, some across the country. Now before we leave Wales, this go-karting gave me a little itch to just have a bit of fun in the Mini.
Look at them shifts. You know what, for a car that's not meant to be like sporty or anything, it's just a Mini Cooper, not even the S. It's very good at driving. Whoa. Woo. Woo. It's sick, it's savage. Brakes are good, handling's good. Mate, what more could you want? 250 quid. I've got everything. I've got a shagging wagon, I got a vaginal magnet, I got a B-road basher, I got a nanny basher. It's eating these roads up. Oh, fucking hell, I almost got air there. It actually sounds really, really nice. Like, once you get like 5,000 RPM, something in the engine just switches and it just turns into a fucking animal. Where's second gear? I think it's that one. Yeah, it is. Oh, it was. And it's such a small car. Like, you don't even need to like.
Turn left.
Okay.
This car has come such a long way from when I first brought it home on the back of a recovery truck. It's been a tough, complicated, time-consuming process where at times I didn't think I'd ever get this car fixed. And without you guys there actually helping me through Instagram DMs or YouTube comments, I don't think I could have actually fixed this car. Or at least wouldn't know where to look to actually fix the problems. Through this car, I've learned how to take off subframes and put them back on. I've learned how to do head gaskets. I've even learned little but incredibly useful techniques like rethreading, strip threads. I even modified the car up a little bit using products from my own company, www.ricerboys.com. But just like tough times in your life, these are the most transformative states where you learn the most. And it's fair to say this Mini Cooper, although it's been challenging, I have learned the most. And I'm even proud to say it actually made it completely home without any issues. And here it is in all its glory. Over 1,000 miles completed on the True Rally. By far, this has been one of my favorite series to film on my YouTube channel. And probably my favorite car I've ever had.
So yeah, guys, would you look at that? Over like 1,000 miles in this car this weekend, and we're back in one piece. Did I think it was gonna make it? I thought I'd win the lottery before this car was back on road, honestly. And also, if you're wondering why I've been wearing a hat the whole weekend, look at this. My fucking barber made me into Megamind. Look at he's fucking chopped my fringe off. But yeah, I want to say a massive thank you to you lot for watching today's video on the True Rally. If you guys are interested in joining the next True Rally, which is actually going to be a Christmas one, then make sure you click the link in the description to truerally.co.uk or follow them on Instagram at True Rally. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video on the Mini Cooper. I'm not quite sure what to do with this Mini Cooper. Do we keep it? Do we modify it up? Or do we actually sell it in the next video? I'll leave that decision up to you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you've got to the end of this video, then comment Insta and I'll subscribe to everyone who does that. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll still have faces in my next video.